there, friends. Welcome back. I have another quick fall project for you. I am on a roll today. So I had our pillar and stand. Let's see, here it is. I know you guys remember this from a project I did earlier this year in the summer where I did sunshine on it, and then I added some sparkle, of course. Well, I've cleaned it, and I actually have a video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys to show you how easy it is to clean one of our surfaces, especially a chalkboard surface, one of our chalkboard surfaces. But I want to do a fall project for it. So remember, with this one, it's really a nice sturdy surface, and it can be used this way, or whoops, I guess I have it in there still a little bit, or this way. So depends on what your transfer is and what your project is. For this project tonight, and I'm going to show you, it's this one. I love you more than pumpkin anything. So cute, and I can't wait to put it on this sign. I think it's going to really look nice. I have not picked out all my colors, but let's go ahead and pull some down. I'm going to use my orange peel, and I am going to use my pumpkin, or sorry, my shimmer pumpkin, wherever it is, there it is, my shimmer pumpkin, of course, because you know, I told you guys, I'm a shimmer girl, and I have all of them, so I'm going to use them. So, love you more than pumpkin anything. Let's see. Maybe we'll also use our shimmer olive, maybe for a little bit of the accents. If I was going to put this down in my kitchen, I would probably use a couple different other color options, but or down in my downstairs, but I'm probably going to leave it up here so you guys can see it in the background. But for me, I would probably use a little bit different. I am going to see if we need any other colors. What other colors do we need? We could definitely use that. I love you more than that. And do we need any others? We have such pretty yellows. Like I have this shimmer harvest as well. I guess let's not get too crazy. Let's just stick with the oranges and the green for this project today, okay? Let's keep it fairly simple. It doesn't matter which way you have it, up or down. It does have our logo on the back, but it doesn't matter for this. It's not like you're hanging it, so yeah. And this is just like a farmhouse kind of. It's white, it's distressed. If you don't like it this way, if you don't like this color, or if you feel like it's just too much, too white for you, or it's too farmhousey, paint it whatever color you want. You can use just acrylic paint on it. You can use our chalk paint or a paste and make it into a paint. Do whatever you want. So this is available in my shop. And it is a 5x7 size, and it is called Pumpkin Anything. I'll try to link it to the picture. And these run $9.99. And then I just told you which colors I was using, but you can pick whichever colors you want. And we do have a lot of those pastes that I am going to be using in singles, which I've told you guys before. We do offer quite a bit of them now. This is something new they started this July, where we have a lot more single packets. Used to be you could only get those a little bit, a few colors. So they also have a really nice, and I'm just taking the backer sheet off of it. These are called transfers. They're not stencils. It's a silk screen transfer. So you still see the area that you can see through. That's our silk screen. That's where our image is going to be transferred when we put the paste, the wet chalk, onto it, onto our surface. And this is just the backer sheet. One side is glossy, the other side is matte. You always want to attach the sticky side to the glossy. Our transfers are reusable up to a dozen times, maybe more, depending on how well you take care of them, as long as you clean out your silk screen area. Because I'm putting it on my chalkboard, and this is brand new, I have not used it before. I want it sticky, but not so sticky that it might distort my transfer when I go to pull it off. So I'm going to do what we call fuzzing, and this is just my fuzzing cloth. You can use any kind of material that will give you fuzz on the back of it. And you're just basically trying to take some of the sticky off. You're adding a little bit of fuzz. When I clean these in the sink with cool water, that's all it takes. I can use a board eraser, or I can just use my hand. Don't use a baby wipe, I'll tell you that. If you really feel like you need something else to help you clean it, then use a cleaning wipe like Clorox or Lysol or whatever, whoever, generic brand, whatever you got. But you just clean these in the sink with your hand or with cold water and you're good. And the fuzz will come off as well when you go to clean that, and it'll become sticky again. And once you're drying it, after you've washed it and you're drying it, you just lay it down on this mat or a dish towel, or I have like a dollar store dish drying rack or mat that I keep down on a little table here that I use as well as one of these. You always make sure the sticky side is up so that when it air dries and it's all dry, you can put it right back on its backer and then use it again and again and again and again. Make a gift, make things to sell, do several areas of your house, whatever it is that you want to do. That's the cool thing about these. Save it and use it for next year, whatever you want to do, because you can wipe this off and reuse the same surface. That's the one good thing about buying our surfaces. If you choose to buy ours, I do a lot of projects with found surfaces, things that I like to pick up and try different, things with, or different projects with. But if you use one of our surfaces, the chalkboard ones especially, they're reusable. So if you love this pillar, this, let me line it up. I got to think for a second. I got to make sure I'm paying attention. If you love this, then you just reuse it for the different seasons or whatever, project you want to put on there. Change it out as you want it to be. You might not be a seasonal decorator. I am. Maybe you just, want something for in your kitchen and you don't want to change it, or you want something in your living room or your entry table or whatever. You don't have to change it. But if you do like to change your decor, that's why it's good to invest in a decent piece. They're not that expensive and it's reusable. It's very durable. It's made to be reused. So you don't have to go buy and have to store it. That's my problem right now. My deliverance. I have a closet that I put a lot of decor in. I have bins out in the garage. I have bins in the attic. I have a closet downstairs. I mean, it just takes up a lot of room. I mean, and not everybody has that kind of room, and I shouldn't be using it for that, but it's hard to keep up with, but this would make it a lot easier if you just had things you can change out. If you have some one of our nice pieces, like a decent size chalkboard, a bigger chalkboard, which I'm pointing back here, you can't see, I have them in boxes, then you can just wipe that off and do it. You can have it hung up on your wall, wipe it, clean it, put a new image on it for whatever you're trying to change it out for. Okay? Anyway, that's my little spiel, just to let you know. Our stuff is good quality and it's worth it if that's what you like to do. I like to find things that are fun to use as well. You could even do this on a shirt. You could do this on any kind of fabric. You could do it on a dish towel. I haven't shown that yet, but you could do them on a dish towel. I have a really cute apron. I haven't decided what I'm going to put on it yet, but I bought a cute apron that is just waiting for me to ink it. So, these things can go anywhere. On a pillowcase, like I said, a banner, a piece of fabric banner. You don't have to do it on something like this. There's so many options. I had a hard time choosing what I was going to put it on, actually. But I decided I really like the way it would look on here. So, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to use our orange peel. And this is wet chalk, like I said. And I'm going to get a squeegee. I've used all this recently, so I don't need to stir any of it. And I'm just going to use, we have mini squeegees. If you get a kit, or if you're a part of my club, you get one of these. I'll send you one of these. But you'll get these in any kind of kits that you get. You can also buy them in the shop, but they come in a big pack. I can't remember. I think it might be 12 minis. But then you can buy the single, just a small. That's a small. And I just took a small and cut it in half. And then we have multi-purpose tools. We have even smaller. Since I am going to do everything in orange except for pumpkin and the pumpkin, I'm going to do in the shimmer pumpkin. And then the little accents I'm going to do in green. So I'll use that. And got a little piece of dry chalk there, guys. Sorry. Get it off. And I use the other half for my green. And I may have to use my multi-purpose tool little squeegee on the end there for my pumpkin. All right, so let's go. Maybe I'll start from the bottom. I'll go ahead and open all of them. I've used all of them, so I don't need to stir them. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but one of these has a purple, two of them have a purple lid. Always keep a baby wipe, wet paper towel, something like that over to the side for your fingers. If you get it on, it comes right off. But sometimes you get a purple lid, and if you get that, that's special. We call that our COVID lids. Okay, and I did mark the front of my transfer because of when I go to put it back on the back, or I want to make sure just for added sense of security. And then I also write on the back of my transfer so I know what's the back. Okay, so let's start with, I said the green, we were gonna do those. Let's go ahead and start with our green. I'm gonna pull it directly out of my jar, and let's see if I can do this so you guys can see it. Directly out of my jar, and any that I don't use, I can put right back. Any excess. Sometimes it's better. Some people like to start with more and take the excess off and put it back, and some people start with less and just grab more. You do whatever works for you. Everybody crafts differently. And I do go both directions just to make sure I've covered my silk screen area. And it doesn't matter on the material that holds it. You're going to get it on there. Unless you're really good, you're going to get it on there. I'll try to get that little guy right there. And it's just going to wash off. If it's a darker pigment, it may stain your transfer, but it's okay if it stains it as long as your silk screen area gets clean. Reuse it, reuse it, reuse it. Okay. And I'm going to set that aside for a minute because I'm coming back to that because I want to do these guys, I think, in the green as well. But I'm going to use my multi-purpose tool, my little tiny squeegee here, and do my pumpkin. I want him to be shimmery. Obviously, you can do this any colors that you want, right? You pick colors. We do have a palette packet, actually. I don't know if I finished saying that or not. We have a palette packet also that's kind of like all the colors that you might need for projects like this. Pretty cool. And I'm gonna do, I keep doing this every time. I'm gonna do like a little copper. Pull out my shimmer copper and my detail tool that has a really teeny, just for the, doing so many pumpkins and stuff lately. I need this for my little stems. I don't have a brown. I'm sure I could make a brown out of something I have probably, but I'm not a big brown person, but as far as for color, stuff like that, but I think copper works just as well. You could do it green too, right? We do have a brown, I just don't have it because I couldn't see the need for it for me. Okay, so let's do our words. And our squeegees are angled on one side and flat on the other, and you do whichever side, it doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. Oh, shoot. All right, guys, I forgot already. I was gonna do the pumpkin word in the shimmer pumpkin, so we may have to do both. I already did it now, so I'm gonna probably dry it and come back over it. Forgot that quick. I was trying to get too quick. I was talking and not paying attention. That's all right. I can fix it. If I hated it, guess what? I could wipe it all off and do it again, or wipe off one section and do it again. I'm gonna go both directions and pull off any extra while I'm doing it. I get distracted. Easily. No, not easily, but I'm trying really hard to see it. I know I'm giving you the top of my head, but I just want you to be able to see the project while I'm working on it. I'm gonna try really hard not to get on the areas I want to do green though. So I have to pull it back, wipe it off, and redo it. I could have done that with the pumpkin, but we'll just go with it. We'll go with it. I'll show you how we'll do the shimmer over top of it. And this is really basic. I'm not even adding any ribbon or anything to it, but you could. I might look at my stash afterwards and try to give you guys a photo showing you how you could tie a little ribbon around the base and dress it up a little bit. I do have a pretty new ribbon I bought for fall. I think I shared with you guys, but I also have like a whole bin of ribbon. I am sure there's something that would work. I have a tendency of going for what I've been buying the last couple years. I haven't bought any this year other than that one I showed you guys. What I've been buying in the last couple years was the farmhouse, like with the truck. I just love something about it. That little pickup truck is just adorable. Okay, so putting all my extra back in. I didn't use that much, as you could tell. And I'll wash all that off later. Come back with my green. Actually, let's go ahead and do paste and peel down here at the bottom just to be sure. I'll show you how that works. If I had trouble getting this up, I could use my my detail tool to help me pick it up. It just kind of helps you as well. But I'm just going to start at the corner. Not pulling it all the way off yet, but I just want to peel, paste and peel. So I'm going to start at the corner and then come in the middle. And the reason I do this is just so my chalk doesn't dry in my silk screen instead of on my cute little design, right? Instead of on my surface. Look all the way up. See how pretty that is? Isn't that pretty so far? I'm not going to go any further because I got my little leaves up here. Then I'm just going to lay that back down gently. Make sure my leaves are pressed down. We just do that because it's like, you know, it's similar to a stencil in that you don't want it to bleed. But this is not a stencil, this is a silk screen. That's why it comes out so perfectly. As long as you have it pressed down. See, I had so much paste still on my squeegee, I didn't even have to add any there yet. Pretty simple. I kept it pretty simple this time, don't you think? Didn't do quite as intricate as I tend to get sometimes. Okay, put that extra back in there. Wash those up at the sink later. And I see one little spot here. I need some orange. I missed. And one little spot here, which I would be able to tell once I started pulling the transfer up. And I'm thinking, I don't think it's dry there yet. I'm going to throw a little air on it, a little hot air on it to dry the pumpkin word, and then I'm going to put my stencil back down and do some shimmer on it. I'm loving it so far though. I don't know if you can see it well. And I'm not pulling it all the way off because I want to make sure I place it back down right where I wanted it. And sometimes that's a little more challenging. You could pull it all the way off, dry the whole thing, lay it back down and do another layer on top. But that would be more time consuming than I want to share with you guys today. So we are just gonna try it this way. Let's see if I can do what I wanted to do. I'm just going to place it back over my word, my pumpkin word, because that's where I tried to dry. And maybe it'll make it pop even more And then just add a little bit more of add the shimmer over top of the pumpkin that was already there. The word. I am starting to get in the mood for fall. I'm not loving, I'll tell you one thing I'm not loving. You know that I'm more of a summer person if you've been watching my account at all. But I'll tell you one thing. You know, I am a summer person. I love summer, but I do love all the colors of fall. And the cooler temps, less humidity. Cooler, not cold temps. But I don't like that it's getting dark. It's, you know, only 8:30 and now it's dark out already. I don't like that. Does anybody like that? All right, anyway, we're all done. Okay, let's do our peel, reveal, and squeal. Yeah, that added some shimmer to it. It's a little bolder than the pumpkin on the bottom because it has the orange underneath, but look how fabulous. Ta-da! Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That is so cute, right? Just stick it right in our little stand. And then it has a little thing on the back to kind of hold it in place. And let's see if that ribbon I got the other day, I was showing you guys, let's see if it even goes. I don't know if I like that with that. I think this is a little bit too many other. I love it though. I do love it. But let's see. Oh, this is cute too. You could do this. I did get this cute little polka dot. It's jute, burlap jute ribbon from our favorite dollar place. But anyway, I will look through my stash, guys, and see if I can find a cute ribbon you could tie here. You could certainly do a bow and attach it if you wanted to. But all on its own, it's pretty daggone cute, I think, too. Right? Anyway, quick and easy. And I like the shimmer. All right. I hope you love it. If you do, press the heart button. And if you want to sprinkle this video and share it with anybody else that you might know would be interested in, just tag them in it so that they can check out these fun projects too. And if you have any questions, just send me a comment or a message. I'll be glad to help in any way I can. All right. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you'll check back with me next time. Have a great day.